So here's a demonstration on how to burn hand-blended incense on a charcoal disc. This is an unlit charcoal disc, and so this is basically the fuel that will help to burn the hand-blended incense, which is a combination of herbs and resins, and it will help to ignite them and release the aroma. I have a charcoal disc going here already, but I'll just demonstrate the best way to light one of these. So, good idea to have a nice long match. Use tweezers and hold the charcoal disc sort of with the crisp edge towards the match, and you can see it's sparking and that, and you can, I don't know if you can see, but it actually lights and sort of goes all the way across the charcoal disc. Now you want to have a bed of small stones or sand or salt, something that will help diffuse the heat of a charcoal disc, because they do get so hot you can't handle them at all. And it takes a few minutes for it to light, so for expedient purposes I've got one going here up on this incense holder here, and you can see that it's already gone white, so that means that it's ready to burn. And what you want to do is just take a small amount of incense, and you really need just a little bit, and place it on the charcoal disc, being careful not to touch it. And then you can see there how it starts to release to burn the resin and the herbs and release the energy and the fragrance of that. This is a really powerful way to burn incense if you're wanting to do any kind of ceremony or purification or cleansing. And the disc will burn for about an hour, and then it just turns to ash. And then you can just dispose of it once it's completely burned out. You never want to leave this unattended, of course, because it is very flammable. And yeah, so heat-proof container, heat-proof stones, salt, or sand, and always use tweezers when you're using it. And it's such a beautiful way to burn incense. And then if you're not wanting the smoke, if the smoke bothers you, you could still burn incense on an oil burner like this, and just put a little bit of tin foil, maybe 2 or 3 layers of tin foil in the dish, and I won't touch it because it's actually hot. And then you could just put a little bit of incense right in there. And the tin foil is nice because a lot of the resins will melt and they turn to a sticky liquid. So it's a nice way to protect your oil burner. And depending on how big the oil burner is, like, the flame will dictate how much of the aroma releases. So if it's too much heat, it'll kind of burn and scald, so you want to put more layers of tin foil. And if it's not hot enough, then you want to just have like 1 layer of tin foil. And it's as easy as that. Okay, so now that everything is burning nicely and I've lost my light, I had to come outside, but I just wanted to demonstrate how the incense looks. The charcoal discs looks from above, so you can see they're on the stones, and it's a little bit hard to see the incense burning in the oil burner, but it is releasing the aroma nice and gently, and it's quite lovely. So I've got a little piece of pine resin here. You can just see how powerful that is. It's so beautiful. And the other thing that I do sometimes, if I'm just doing a little bit of burning, I'll just break the charcoal disc in half, and I'll use half of a disc, and that works really well too. So pine resin, by the way, is beautiful for healing any kind of cuts or open wounds. It has amazing healing properties. So if you ever come across pine resin, just gather it and dry it and keep it in your first aid kit because it's wonderful.